Go to our Twitter, people. You will see that. Twitter is Storyline Inside. All right. First on the docket today in the news, we have Jade Cargill possibly coming to WWE. Now, little backstory on how I came upon Jade Cargill. I do have a weird fascination with women bodybuilders. It's a guilty pleasure. It's like I'm attracted to them, in some weird way. But I think she's a pretty woman. I think she's put together well. I'm in the gym now, and I want her fucking body, man. And I always looked at her. She does need to get better in the ring, though. She's not that good in the ring. She makes a lot of blunders, but her look and her attitude is top-notch wrestling. Pro wrestling all the way. And I always said, I wish that she do her thing with AEW, but I do want her to eventually come over to WWE, because I think in that system they will cultivate her to the next level. What do you think of this rumor? And I don't think it's a rumor because everybody's reporting on it.
I think that would be a very smart move on WWE's and now that they had that merger, they got the bread for it.
Yes, they do.
Not that they never had the bread anyway, but yeah, they had the bread for it. And apparently they lift the hiring freeze. I didn't know it was still a freeze going on. And they brought in Cody.
It's done, though. It's done. The hiring freeze is done.
So they lift that, and I guess they're looking for more and better talent. And it's a smart financial move on WWE's. And like we were saying earlier, she kind of reminds me of Black Charlotte Flair. Body wise, but like you said, what I was saying, I want to touch on. She
more mimic your girl Bianca though? Like Bianca is more muscular than Charlotte. Charlotte is more athletic. Charlotte looks more like a swimmer's body, that tall, lean. Jade Cargill has like guns, bruh. And on a good day, like I think it was War Games. Bianca did 80 million push-ups that day or something. She was ripped, bruh. And my pitch is her versus Bianca, but you said Charlotte, and a lot of people suggest Charlotte. Pitch me on Charlotte, bro.
Well, I mean, I think both of them is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. I was just talking about her body-wise. Like, Bianca is more solid, and she has a little more mass to her than Jade Cargill.
They both. Jade Cargill is
more leaned out.
Man, bruh.
I'm not saying she don't have muscles.
No,
but I'm just saying
she is
taller and she's leaned out like Charlotte.
Jade Cargill looks like the fucking She-Hulk, the show, young. Like, for real.
Well, yeah.
Like, but Charlotte is not that, though. Charlotte is just lean. Now, she
don't have as much muscle as Jade, but I don't know. When it comes to body comparisons, Bianca gives me more around the way girl.
You know what I really think it is subconsciously? Both of them are great fucking heels. They act the same fucking way. Their character is the same person. And if anything, I just thought of it. I probably would want Charlotte and her to go. I'm talking about heel on heel. And a lot of times they don't like to do heel on heel. I love heel on heel.
Yeah.
Do you like heel on heel?
I do. That sounds like a foreign category, but yeah, it's hill on hill. But yeah,
Climb
it's
that hill.
right up that one. Yeah, I think it's when you have two really good hills
Hmm.
and they're
They talk shit to each other,
yeah,
man.
it's like yeah, you think your shit don't think, but I can tell you that it does, and so it's entertaining. I think it's more entertaining than that if a babyface was on the hill.
Now, I hate Babyface and Babyface. It's
Oh
like
no.
a love fest. Like, you're great. You're really great. But no, you're greater. You're great. We're going to have a hell of a barn. No, man, fuck
It
that.
it worked one time really well, and that was when Ultimate Warrior fought Hulk Hogan, because we didn't know who was more over. Like when I tell you, this was probably
I
the
do remember
greatest
that.
babyface versus babyface in history. The pops, it was so loud,
'Cause your man
and
used to run out.
when Ultimate Warrior came out, he already had the crowd, shaking the ropes and running and all
You
that.
know,
Then
that's my earliest memory of wrestling. Ultimate Warriors. Um, Whatever the fuck those are.
the little tassel
Yes,
joints,
that's my
yeah,
earliest memory of and
hmm
him running out and doing that.
yep.
That's my earliest memory. Like I wasn't there in the 80s. I was still, I was born in 84. So
hmm
I don't remember shit. I I don't remember none of that. But Jade Cargill to let's just really, could she fit into the WWE scene? Before you answer, I'm gonna give you her lifestyle. She's married to a retired baseball player who's a millionaire.
hmm
She's not used to the rigorous schedule of WWE. That she's not used to that. AEW has a different schedule,
hmm
and WWE will expect more from her than than AEW.
hmm
Now, with that said, they're gonna have to cut that check. So, first question to you will be: would she be a good fit for WWE? Second question will be: if they do cut that check, if you don't think she's a fit, would you think she would make herself a fit if she cut that check? If they cut that check to her, you get the two questions though.
The WWE is going to cut the check. They're going to cut it.
They gonna cut that motherfucker.
But what they don't realize is she can't wrestle.
She can't wrestle.
Her matches are very sloppy.
Yes.
Nothing's put together. I find it very hard to get through her match and say, oh, that was believable. Like there's so many.
I never seen a match that looked good.
Yeah, it lags. So she looks good. She's good on the mic. She looks the part.
But can WWE, Eva Marie,
Mhm.
like, what they're doing with what's her name?
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green. What they're
Right.
doing with Shish, what's her name?
Um.
Dupree.
Dupree. There you go.
Could they mask it?
Nah,
Nah.
because everybody already knows who she is,
Mm.
and they're expecting a certain type of level from her because she claims who she is. If you're coming from a company where everybody knows that you're supposed to be the top woman over there, then when you come over to the WWE, you're probably going to be exposed because there are really good wrestlers over here. They're going to have to put her in NXT. They can't just bump her to the main show. She has to work on her wrestling.
Bruh, I don't
If
think
she's on the main show, she's going to be exposed.
I don't think she. See, I think Jade Cargill, because I seen her interview on the Breakfast Club. That's long form interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's very cocky.
Yeah.
She's very like Tony Khan done put her on a fucking pedestal where she's She had that belt for fucking. She was undefeated, bruh, since she got in the game.
Yeah.
So her head is like NXT. Fuck no. You have to. I have to start off with Charlotte.
Mm-mm. They're gonna, if they do that, they're gonna have to. She can't leave the ring. She's gonna have to sleep, eat, breathe, shit in the ring. Like, she's not gonna be able to go home.
Because when she even came back, when she kicked the woman, instead of kicking her and pulling back, she kicked her and the leg just still went. And her first damn act back was a botch.
If it would be a grave mistake for them.
Clumsy as shit.
She's clumsy as shit. When I tell you, if you could see that there, and for her to be the greatest over, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, she was the greatest over there because there really wasn't that much great competition over there anyway. But now you going up to the big leagues.
Ooh, you got Rhea.
Yeah.
You got Raquel.
Yeah.
You got Charlotte.
You got Charlotte.
You got Bianca.
You
got Asuka.
Nobody's ready for
Asuka. And all the names that I mean, down to fucking like Becky Lynch. And I don't mean down to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Becky Lynch is the shit. I'm talking about down to, what's her name?
Shit, Zoe is really good.
Zoe.
Baszler is really good.
Yeah, all the women in WWE is top notch.
They're top notch, and they don't move them from NXT until they believe that they are ready. If they put Jade on the main show, starting off, they will expose her, and the crowd, and mark my words now, the crowd is going to chant, "You can't wrestle."
Ooh, yes.
You can't wrestle.
And look,
they're vicious. You know they are.
It's a double-edged sword too, though, because if they put her with NXT, people are going to look at her like, oh, she's just at NXT. You know what I mean? And her stock is going to lower. But if they put her up there, they're going to do what you just said they're going to do.
Well,
and they're elevating NXT right as we speak.
That's what I'm saying. I can't really look at NXT the way I used to look at it, because even the main stars, Becky Lynch just won the NXT title over there.
That's gonna be our next story. Let's not get too.
Okay, all right.
I get what you're saying, though.
And now that I say that sets up a really good segue for her.
Yeah, yes, it does.
I'm just saying, but
the thing is with Jade Cargill, I do think she needs to. What they can do is this. All right, let me pitch this to you and see and see what you think. Can I cook real quick?
Oh, come on, brother.
All right. They signed Jade Cargill tomorrow.
Okay.
But like Gabe Stevenson, that dude just
what the hell happened with him?
Gabe Stevenson, I think he just choked, man. He had a match with Baron Corbin, and they said that shit was a stinker. Zoe could tell you about that more than I can, but
he don't have a connection with the crowd.
He has no personality. Now, exit him though. But they need to do, instead of putting her on a show, just work with her for about 4 months behind the scenes at the Performance Center.
Yep.
I'm pitching this to you and see if you work with her for 4 months or however long it takes. But build her, work with her. Because look, Shorty probably had a fucking trainer just before she got to AEW. Mm-hmm. And Tony Khan seen her physique and was like, oh yeah, we're going there. And then she's black, so it's affirmative action shit. Oh, she's black, I don't want to seem racist. You know what I mean? And they just brought her in. She had no professional fucking training.
Yeah.
Get her with Shawn Michaels. Get her with
I was
anybody.
just about to say that. They're going to have to put her with somebody really, really good.
5 months of just that, and then do vignettes.
Yeah.
She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. She's coming. I mean, build that shit. Or you don't even need the vignettes because she may not work out. But let's just say without the vignettes. But get her ready. Get her ready. I think in 5 months, she can be there. And
Absolutely.
then she comes in Royal Rumble.
Exactly. That's how you test it out. There you go.
Because if she come in Royal Rumble, like they did with Nia Jax, they ain't put her right back in after the Royal Rumble. They just, let's just see how the crowd, and just have her come out, young, like AJ Styles did. Like, and if she does good and she's been, trained and honed in on her skills, because what they're going to do is basically see where her strengths at and capitalize on that. Yeah. They're going to say, stop doing that. If you don't know how to do the big kick, the big boot, stop fucking doing it. We're going to give you that. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what do you think about that instead of just going to NXT? Doing that and then bringing her to Charlotte.
I still think they need to run her through NXT.
God damn, man.
I still do, because we need to see some consistency on a show. And then, look, she don't have to be there long. She don't have to be there long.
How long we talking? How long we talking, Jake? How long?
Give me. Look, we can still run her through Royal Rumble, but give me good 6 months.
Oh my God!
Look, that's enough time for her to run.
Man.
That's enough of a time for her to run through the women's division, put the title on her, and then she's ready to come up because of how they're letting the stars from the big shows jump to NXT. Mm-hmm. That could be the bridge to bring her over. But I need time. Build her. Let the crowd get used to her. Let them wait.
Because everybody don't know her right now.
Right. But also let it build up, because just like everybody's waiting on Braun Breaker, we waiting on him to jump. We know the boy, he's bad.
He's bad.
Yeah, we waiting on him to come over to the main joint and stay. Same thing like Jade. Build her up. Let her see on NXT, which is going to give NXT a lot more ratings than what it already has. Mm-hmm. And then when she's ready, build the bridge. Let her come on over. But build it. I need time.
Invest in it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then that's, like I said, it's making the crowd wait. Like, they're like, oh my God, when is it going to happen? It's going to happen today. It's going to happen, because they know her. There's a lot of people who watch AEW that know her. Mm-hmm. But with Jade, you gotta be careful with her, and you gotta give her a really good, firm trainer. Mm-hmm. Like you said, 4 or 5 months, boom, boom, boom. And in between her training, let her work a couple matches in NXT. And then at that 6 month, we can go ahead and bring her over.
I'm gonna trust you, my brother. I'm gonna trust you. I do trust you.